Movie theaters didn't die. People just stopped showing up. And the crazy part is, it didn't happen overnight. There wasn't some big moment where everyone collectively said, all right, we're done with this. It just slowly happened. So slowly, most people didn't even notice it. One day going to the movies felt normal. The next day you're wondering if you accidentally rented out the whole theater privately. So what actually changed? Salutations, good people. I'm Josh, and this is Behind the Culture. Going to the movies wasn't just something you did. It was something you planned. You checked the show times. You texted people. You made sure everyone could go. You walk in, and it immediately felt different. The smell of the popcorn, the sound of trailers, people trying to find their seats like it's a maze they've never seen before. And then you sit down. The lights get dim. And for a couple of hours, you're locked in. No phone, no distraction. All the worries of your day and your week just seem to disappear. At least that was the idea. The problem didn't hit all at once. It sort of crept in. Ticket prices went up, snacks got way more expensive, and you found yourself looking at the menu board, wondering when popcorn became such a big financial decision. You're paying $15 for a ticket, about $8 for a drink, and somewhere around $10 for popcorn. That's over $30, and the movie hasn't even started yet. For a couple, you're looking at anywhere from $40 to $60. But let's be honest, anybody with an oversized hoodie or access to a pocketbook, who's really not taking in your own drinks, your own snacks? Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying the movie theaters made us break the rules, but they heavily influenced it. At that point, you're not just going to the movies, you're having to budget for it. And for families, that's a small investment. The lesson here is once something becomes a budget decision, it stops feeling so casual. And pretty much right at the time when people started questioning the price, streaming showed up. And it didn't just compete, it made everything easier. Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus, Amazon Prime. For the price of one movie ticket, you now have unlimited options. And the best part, you don't even have to leave your house. No traffic, no lines, no one sitting next to you breathing like Darth Vader.
The rebels are allergic to our peasants.
Just sit down and press play, and then you're good. Some would even say you could chill. And once people really got used to that, a big shift happened. Not when streaming started, but when people realized and said, this is better in a lot of ways. And in the past 5 to 10 years, in most places 10 years ago, you didn't have to worry about popcorn, drinks, or sugary candy. You could DoorDash or Uber Eats whatever you wanted. Someone needs to go to the bathroom, pause the movie, rewind it, go heat up your own popcorn, sit however you want, talk if you want to, or don't. And most importantly, no strangers. No one kicking the back of your seat. No one talking during the best part of the movie like they're a part of the cast or like they're in some Reddit subthread and they're the best movie critic around. Once people didn't have to deal with that, it started to become sort of the new standard. Then another major blow happened to movie theaters. COVID. Then everything sped up. Theaters shut down, streaming took over, and for months, home became the only option, and people adapted fast. Better TVs, better sound, more subscriptions, and something clicked. This isn't just temporary. This is just how we watch now. So when theaters came back, a lot of people didn't. Not because they couldn't, because they didn't need to. And unfortunately, the experience isn't quite what it used to be. Even now, when people go to the movies, it's not always better. Constantly, phones are lighting up, people are talking, someone checking their notifications every 5 minutes, instead of doing what they just paid a small fortune to do, which is watch the movie, and it simply breaks the experience. The feeling you used to get starts to disappear, and now you're sitting there thinking, I could have just watched this at home, which is not what you want to be thinking after spending $30. Now, movie theaters have tried to combat this. Quite some time ago at this point, movie theaters started to roll out some luxury options. It's tough to find a movie theater nowadays that doesn't have reclining seats, trays that swivel around, the option to have an adult beverage while you enjoy your movie. Some movie theaters even serving things like chicken wings, amongst other items. However, despite all these upgrades, for a lot of people, it just doesn't beat staying at home and saving all that money. It seems like now it's only reserved for the die-hard movie theater goers who are okay with spending that money to get that experience. Which, in a sense, it does make going to the movies that much more special if you're not going as often as you did years ago. And to add even more to the downfall of theaters themselves, movies just don't feel urgent anymore. A lot of them feel familiar. Lackluster sequels, remake on top of remake.
It's dogs and cats living together.
Just another version of something that you've already seen.
Mass hysteria.
And most people already know this movie is just going to be streaming in a couple weeks. Or even better, the movie that's in the theater could potentially be streaming at home, waiting for you for 25, maybe $30, and the whole family can watch it. No extra tickets necessary. Or invite your friends over and have everybody pitch in, making the movie really cheap. So instead of going out, people wait. And when people start to wait, the urgency is totally gone. People didn't just stop loving movies. That never changed. They just stopped needing the theater. That's the difference. The theater used to be the only way. Now it's just one option. And when that option is more expensive, less convenient, and sometimes worse, people stop choosing it. I personally love having the option of going to the theaters if I so choose. However, the movies that are actually drawing me to the theater are becoming few and far between. I still love that experience of going to a theater, packed with people or not packed with people, and enjoying it on the big screen. There's just not anything quite like it. I hope they stick around for decades to come, but with the way things are heading, and the way they have been for a while now, it's starting to look more and more bleak. If you want to learn more about how streaming and when streaming took over, check out this video up here. And to be notified of when another video comes out about a cultural phenomenon, make sure to like and subscribe. I've been Josh with Behind the Culture, reminding you to work hard, be kind, and do enjoy yourselves.